welcome to BigFoot KnitCast. The third time is a charm. We're going to see if we can get this off and rolling. My children are outside playing. It's been 8 degrees as for a low, and in this we've had, nope, maybe this is going to have to be the 4th start. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Here we go. Okay, I was going to tell you a little bit about me later on because that's just kind of the way I wrote it out. I have to write these things out because as a mom of 8, my brain is really scattered. So there you go. Also, I started a dyeing business a year ago. This podcast has been going on for, I started the dyeing business in February, but the podcast started back in the fall, maybe August, I want to say, maybe. It was, no, I think it was October because it was after Knit Stars 1.0, and I was so inspired by all of the wonderful Knit Stars, and that I started searching after that for other knitting podcasts, things I could watch, and spitting into the camera. And as you know, or as you may not know, I don't edit. It takes too much time, and you just get to laugh at me as I go blah, 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 and you know, things drool out of my mouth. I don't know what's going on. I'm only 44, so I don't know why I'm drooling, but because basically I think our last name is not Pinkston but Murphy. No offense to any Murphys, but we are the people that they wrote Murphy's Law about. If it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong with us. So I don't normally drool. If you meet me in person, I probably won't drool, but on camera, guaranteed, gonna drool. I sidetrack myself down a lot of rabbit holes, and so you just kind of get to wind around with me. It's warm today, so my kids are outside jumping on the trampoline, and they are running around barefoot. It's nearly, it's in the mid to 50s, and while that's not really warm to go barefoot, they're getting on and off the trampoline, they're running around, and the 2-year-old started coming in screaming a few times, so that's why the stop and start. We're gonna get going though, we really are. Okay, so my about me. I've got some, this podcast, the BigFoot KnitCast, has grown, and we've gotten a few new subscribers, so I just want to make sure you know who it is you're watching, and you haven't, if you've made it this far and you haven't turned it off, there you go. Okay, I've been knitting since around 2010 or 2011, and my oldest daughter taught me, and you can probably hear the German Shepherd in the background barking at the kids. He likes the trampoline too. Why? I don't know why. Why do German Shepherds like to be on the trampoline? They just do. Or that he's chasing, he's probably herding the rat terrier that we have. He likes to herd her around the yard. Okay, so me, I can do this. I can power through. I wanted to mention, as this podcast this episode 14 gets off to such a rough, bumpy start, I read a quote as I've been planning out the year, the quarter, both for homeschooling, as you can tell by all the books behind me, we homeschool. And so I came across a quote by General Patton, and I'm pretty sure that that's who I'm quoting. And it said, let's see if I can get it right. An imperfect plan implemented today is better than a perfect plan implemented tomorrow. And I think that's true. I think that's true in life for whatever endeavor we're doing. A lot of the time we just wait and, put it off because we want it to be perfect. We want it to be just right. And the conditions, especially in my house, are never going to be perfect. We're never going to have quiet. You're going to hear the kids running in and out. Last episode, you got a sneak peek into my kitchen. There was the dogs coming in and out and the kids. And for some reason, I don't know why. I mean, here's the camera. I can see in it. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. So one of the reasons that I was talking about scatterbrainness, one of the reasons I'm wearing a hat in such warm weather is so I don't forget to talk about it. I can see it in the camera, and if I don't wear it, I will forget about it. Oh, yeah, the life of a mom. So, and also, so I mentioned I'm a mom. I have 8 kids. I'm also a grandma. That's the fun. Yay, the fun has begun, right? Because, you know, everybody knows that having your own kids is no fun, right? No, I joke about that. Because honestly, I get those comments a lot. Wow, you have 8 kids. How do you do it? I don't like my kids. And I always just want to say, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. We like ours, and that's probably why we keep having them. Although we're number 8. 8 we're done. There won't be any more little baby Pinkstons running around except for grandkids. So, fun days, fun times. They keep you young. And that way, whenever you fall in the driveway, when you're bringing the trash up, you have somebody to come carry you back to the house, like I did today. I got a skin knee at 44. What in the world? There was nothing even that I tripped over. I have no idea. Talk about embarrassing. So you guys can just laugh at me. I will. They're sneaking in and out, up and down the stairs. See why I write these things down? Okay, so I've been knitting since somewhere around 2010 or 11. I've been on Ravelry since 2012, and I know it took me about a year to make that leap. It was just too overwhelming. Ravelry was just this huge monster that I couldn't even contemplate. I couldn't even bring myself to look at it. It's a good thing I have a table down here, so when I move my hands around, you don't see it. It just looks like I'm stirring a big pot. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram almost daily, on Facebook, the BigFoot Fibers Facebook page, not group, although I am starting a Bigfoot, I think it's called BigFoot Hangout. I'm not sure, but there's just like 3 or 4 of us in there right now. You can request to come in. There's no big, it's not a big secret. It's just, you know, the whole General Patton thing. It's a good plan today versus a perfect plan tomorrow, so I went ahead and opened it. I'm on Pinterest and of course Etsy, and I'm going to be moving the shopping part off of Etsy and onto the BigFoot Fibers website, which has been up for a long time. I am a WooCommerce dummy. That's all I'm going to say. If you're a WooCommerce expert, call me. Okay. The next update, I just was mentioning that. So that's going to be next Friday on the 12th at 6 p.m. Central. You can go and look if you want to. I'm slowly putting things on there. And like I said, that is going to be on the www.bigfootfibers.com. And then there's a shop tab and you can go and look. Okay. So that wasn't supposed to be a plug for that, but hey, it just kind of rolled off the tongue. I have been insanely busy and it's going to get worse. And so, if you are kind of in this area around Oklahoma, you can find me. There's a pop-up shop. Okay, I'm going to get this. The kids will stop walking in and out. I'm going to drink my tea. Do you like my mug? Isn't it cute? So this is the tea that's in here. Can you see that? That's Winter Wake Up by Trader Joe's, because that's the tea that I like. It's cheap and it doesn't have any added stuff in it. It might have caffeine, might not. It might be just herbal, but it doesn't have any added flavorings, colorings, or sweeteners that are fake. Okay, the mug is by Remembrances. Oh, it's washing out. Remembrances Pottery. She is in Canada and she makes these amazing, completely handmade. They are not poured into a mold, completely handmade mugs. Okay, sorry. I drool over them. She's going to have an update again this month, and I am totally going to miss it. That's just the way it goes. I never, ever get her updates. I just never get to one. Again, Murphy's Law strikes again. Okay, so as I sip my tea and slow my brain down, I will figure out where I'm at. So Loops Yarn Store here in Tulsa, Shelly is having a Loops retreat. So they have... she has a Loops club where it's a subscription club where you get a skein of yarn and a pattern a month. And she opened up the Loops Love Retreat. I think that's what it's called. Sorry, Shelly, if it's not. To the Loops club members first. And then, so the point to all of that, I probably need to do some editing now. The point to all of that is that the first week of February, she's having a retreat, a knitting retreat. And it's going to be just amazingly fun. I'll get back to that in just a minute. And then also in April, I'm doing 2 shows, one in Dallas, the Dallas Fort Worth Fiber Festival, and Knitting in the Heartland in Kansas City. So if you're anywhere close to those, Dallas, Kansas City, Tulsa, come by, say hi, you know, poke your head in. I've had a few people do that, and it's just so fun that anyone even has any idea who I am. Okay, turning the page, here we go. So I mentioned the update. I'm changing the way that I've done the updates in the past. In the future, I'm changing it from the way I was doing it in the past. In the past, I have done, besides moving away from Etsy and onto my own website, what I have been doing has been mostly dye to order. And I wanted to do that because the very first reason is I hate being cartjacked. That is my #1 pet peeve. The other very close pet peeve is when, and I understand from an indie maker, dyer, you know, we are very small and it's very hard to have enough stock to make everyone happy. But that's my #2, 1.5 maybe, pet peeve is going in to buy something and there were only 2 of them made, and it was announced, you know, hey, I'm going to update, it's going to be great, and then the update was at 6, and at 6 and 1 second they're all gone. So, you know, things like that happen. I know that there are obviously people out there way more popular than I am, but I was just trying to find a way around that and dye to order, meaning you place your order and I dye your yarn. It just opens up a lot more so that people aren't disappointed. But wow, I'm super busy. I'm having a hard time keeping up. So what I have decided to do is, especially this quarter for sure, and we'll see how it goes and evaluate from there, is to do a mixture of dye to order, but mostly ready to ship. So about 80 to 90% of what will go in the shop will be ready to ship. And then bigger things like the Comfort Fade Cardi kits or sweater kits, things like that, those will be more dye to order, and that will give both you and I a better range of, well, let's just put it this way. As a dyer, I have no idea if you want purple or do you want pink, or you hate pink and purple and you want blue. So if I dye all of the sweater quantities that I have in 3 colors, that may not be the color you wanted. Maybe you wanted brown. So this gives me the ability to work a little more custom for you so that you get the colors you want and you're not stuck with what I dyed, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope it made sense. So what else? Like I said, I have to write this down. Just basically time. Time is a killer. Where am I at? Oh, so I finally got the shipping to Canada issue fixed by basically ditching WooCommerce on my WordPress site. Because I am not a tech person, and if you are a WooCommerce guru, like I said earlier, shoot me a message because I cannot make that thing work. I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore because I have fun things to show you, and you don't want to hear about my tech problems. Okay, in this update, let's see if I can stay on track. In this update, I told you it would be a mixture of dye to order. There's going to be winter is coming, knit faster, self-striping, sock yarn. Some Comfort Fade Cardi kits will be dye to order, and there'll be a few other kits. I have some superfine DK, which this is, okay, I have some superfine DK, some silky yak DK, and minis, of course. I love minis, and I just have some brand new in today. I can't wait to dye these up. Single minis. They are fingering weight, so basically it's skinny singles. They are, so if you love singles and you love fingering weight in singles, you're going to love these. And they're minis. Who can't resist minis? Okay. There'll be some new colorways too. So let me show you a couple things really quickly. I I told you that this is the Silky Yak and it's DK. This is that tincture hat I mentioned. I don't think I've mentioned it yet. I'm going to be mentioning. Am I going to be mentioning? I'm going to be mentioning. Okay. I did. I'm going to have to backtrack for 1 second. If you follow Andrea Mowry, you know this is her hat, Tincture. The pattern, the name of it is Tincture. Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma. What can I say? I can't pronounce that word. And this is Wildflower and Hi-Ho Silver in my Silky Yak DK. I can't wait to make another one of these. And here are the colors that I'm going to do, and they'll be in the update. This is They Call Me Al, and it's washing out. Sorry. That is fuzz, not an actual speckle. Okay, there you go. That's a better representation of that color. It's a deep blue, turquoisey blue with some green. Can you see kind of that green showing through there? And then this color is called Maple. And I can't wait to do these two colors together in this hat. Is this not gorgeous? Okay. I sound like I'm bragging, but these two colors together actually do make my heart skip a beat. And then I meant to tell you more about the Loops retreat that's coming to Tulsa, because Andrea Mowry, okay, I'm screaming on the inside here, like not like fangirl screaming, okay? It's in there. It's so in there. And I'm trying to, like, you know, smash it down there so it's not out on the video for everyone to see. I might get a chance to meet Andrea Mowry. Oh my gosh. Okay. So she's coming with she's teaching at the Loops retreat along with Romy Hill, and which I would be excited about anyway. And Carson Dimmers and Ann Budd. Okay, so that's like you can't have a trifecta if there's four. It's not a quadfecta. I don't know what it is. That's really exciting stuff there. Okay. Fangirling over, I can move on. So the point to that was, Andrea, there you go, just Andrea. I can take the hat off now and I can stop sweating. Well, now I'm going to sweat because I'm looking at this hair on the camera. Oh well, it's mom hair, right? Okay. We're going to get through this together. It's going to be okay. Oh, so yes, not last, this is also going to be in the update. This is also Silky Yak, but these are one of a kind. They are, I don't know what else to call them, but they're one of a kind. It's kind of a deep golden brown. It's got really a lot of great tonal stuff going on there. So, it's washing out a little bit there from the window, from the light. There you go. That's a little better. So there's just 3 of them, but how fun is that? Okay. There, I think we're done with all the update stuff. And, oh, I meant to mention that last time I mentioned we were going to be leaving right then, that day that I was podcasting, for the Pioneer Woman Mercantile in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. And we went up there, and then we went to Willow Rock, and we drove through, and we saw the lights, and we got out and walked, and we froze because it was freezing outside, and it was fun. It was a blast. So I got this cute little mug from the Mercantile. Can you see that? Oh, you love that glare. Here we go. There we go. It's there's this glare, horrible. So we ate dinner there, and we walked all through the bakery and the little market that she's got. So it was good. It was good food. It was a lot of food. We could have easily split, and we don't do this when we go out to eat because our kids are not all small, but not all big. But usually there's not enough to split plates, if that makes sense. And this, you could have probably divided these plates into thirds. They were huge servings. So I know girls like to, you know, hey, you get the chicken fried steak and I'll get the this and we'll split it. And I know men hate that, but I think there'd be enough even for men who eat a lot at a setting. They would have been like, oh, sure. It was a lot of food. Okay. So one of the things I talked about last time was saying and having a theater background, which is not unlike maybe like speech and debate, where you're standing in front of a lot of people and some of the skills are the same to not do that. So the point in that is I hear myself do that, and it throws me for a loop because I'm thinking maybe faster than I'm talking, or I'm talking faster than I'm thinking. I don't know what that is, but it's just funny. So my husband, as I was just saying a lot, the thing that I like to tease him about is he will fill in space with so, but, so it's a joke as I hear myself say so again, that it's kind of an inside joke that we say, so butter. What, are we talking about butter? Or what are we doing here? I don't know. Let's talk about mailbox party. I have not decided what to call this. If you have a great suggestion, feel free to post it, because I don't know what to call it. I don't want to mimic everybody in the world who calls it party in my mailbox, but it really truly is mailbox party time. That's what it is. It's mailbox party time. So, you all know that I am not a prolific knitter. I am not a fast knitter. Not necessarily because I can't knit fast. I just don't get a lot of time. I think if I can get 2 rows a day done, then just the time to sit down and do 2 rows a day, everything would move along so much faster, right? So, believe me when I say that when I saw this bag, I absolutely had to have it. It's got the cutest things on it ever. So my 2 latest acquisitions from Hikari Handmade are this, oh my word, fall over, so cute, sloth bag. Look at those sloths. Look at the sloth babies. Are those not the cutest thing ever? And the little hat, look at his little beret. See if we can find another one. Is that not cute? That is so cute. Okay, so we've got sloths. We've got sloths on both sides. And I just love it. Oh, golly. It's such a perfect descriptor of me knitting. So a sweater's going in this. I'll talk about my sweater plans for 2018 later. And then I had to have this one too. This is a cute, just a wintry, foresty. There's a little fox and a bunny, and there's a girl with a basket. It's just so cute. Okay, I could go on and on. And I will, I'm sure I will continue to go on and on. 2 other things that I got in my mailbox since I talked with you last. I ordered these 2 books, both from, I don't remember the website that I ordered them from. I'm sorry. It's, I'll try and post it in the notes if I'll find the receipt and post it. But they were the only place that I found this knitting, building with lace. They're both Michelle Hunter, Knit Pearl Hunter books, and she's not my absolute favorite video tutorial, but I do enjoy having a curriculum, and her videos, she has a video for each and every technique that she covers in the book, and I really do enjoy having kind of a curriculum to go down and through, just something to work through. So the other thing that I'm really excited about in 2018 is I am planning on going through the Master Knitters program through the Knitters Guild Association, TKGA. So I'm planning on starting level 1 and completing that this year. You guys can just laugh because, you know, I'm probably not going to get through it. 19 swatches, a mitten, some questions. I can't remember what else it is. But there's 3 levels, and you get more time to complete the 2nd and 3rd level. The 1st level should take about a year. I'll probably just have to tell them up front I'm going to need the extension. Just charge me for the extension because it's not going to get through it that fast. Okay, so let me see. Oh, I have tons of, I kind of teased you with some other things that are exciting and fun. That's going to be Mailbox Party Part 2. Okay, moving along quickly so we can get to that part. I don't have any FOs except for the hat, and I think that you probably already saw the hat. I just can't remember. But hey, Andrew Mowry, right? I just had to throw that out there. So, and I mentioned planning to knit another one. So my whip that I'm working on, also in a Hikari handmade bag with these lovely birds on it. And sorry, I'm bouncing the camera. I don't mean to. I have a new setup here, so see if we can make this work. Is my Comfort Fade Cardi. And I've gotten a few more rows done. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. Let's see if I can get it to not wash out. There we go, maybe. But I dropped a make one on the back side. I mean, it's really the front side, but you're making the make ones on the knit side, and the purl side is the right side. So as I was purling along, I used Chiaogu. I'm not Chinese, I'm sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. I used Chiaogu needles, and I find them not slippy enough. And so as I'm purling, I grabbed a hold of the right needle so I could kind of pull along what I had already done, because I can't push it. And I yanked off 9 stitches, which would all have been fine, but I dropped to make one. So what do you do when you drop a make one? Well, you go to YouTube and you start looking up, oh, I dropped to make one. How do I fix a drop to make one stitch? And I found a great video, and I watched it about 9 or 10 times. And not that she was confusing, I just really wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing, and I think I fixed it. So we're moving on anyway, and if I need to, I'll just make another make one. And there's somewhere to get the right stitch count. We can fudge, because what was it? Ooh, I'm bumping the table. What was it Patton said? Yeah, a good plan today versus a perfect plan tomorrow. Nah, I'm not ripping that back. No. You will not see that from a galloping horse, so it ain't getting ripped back. Okay, so planned whips. I have big plans for 2018. I had big plans for 2017, and no, I did not get most of those done. My the business took off, the dye business took off more than I really anticipated. So I did not get near as much knitting done as I wanted to, and in fact, I have had to start soliciting knitting fairies, if you will, to knit samples for me in my own yarn, because I can't get them done. So there you go. Where was I? We were talking about the dyers, the indie dyer Avalanche is coming up. This one's really drawn out for all of you that really hate because I really just, I mean, it's gone. Can you tell? It's like deer in the headlights, completely gone. Okay, let's see. There we go. Planned whips. There we go. I've got it back. I roped it in. I went to a high school that the mascot is Will Rogers, the Ropers, because he was what he was famous for. So I'll just tell you, I roped that idea, that thread of thought back in, and here we go, baby. We're back on track. This is like, I don't know, maybe in the Ravelry group I need to have some kind of, every time you hear me say you win a prize. I'd go broke. Here we go. Back. We're back, baby. Planned whips. Weekender by Andrew Mowry. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a sneak peek of my friend, Mary Jo. Not my old friend. Love you, Mary Jo. Love you. You saw a sneak peek of her weekender that she's working on in her wonderful Cocoa Knits basket with the little bread tie. That's her. She's just a brilliant lady, Mary Jo. I'm sure Cocoa Knits is a brilliant lady too, but Mary Jo, my friend, brilliant lady. That's the best thing I have seen, and I don't know when. Ding, you win a prize. Fireside by Jane Richmond. And Timber by Shannon Cook. That was on my queue last year. Didn't get it done. I'm going to get it done this year. I really, really, really wanted to knit it with yarn from Julie Aslan, Julie and Jean-Francois, and I don't know if they're going to ever dye that yarn up again. So I don't really care about the color per se. I just really wanted the blend. She has a special blend. That sounds like coffee. She has a yarn specially milled. There you go. I got it out. The Leone by Coco Knits, and what else? Waiting for Rain by Soft Sweater. The Lumberjill Mitts by Simply Serving Designs. If you have not seen those, go look on Ravelry now. They are the cutest thing ever. They are a buffalo plaid with, okay, well, I'll just post a picture of it in the Ravelry group. It is just cutest thing ever. And then I really want to knit some Christmas ornaments, and I think it's time for a Christmas stocking overhaul. So I don't have, huge plans for 2018 knitting-wise. Just, 3 sweaters and 10 stockings, ornaments. Okay, moving along. Nothing to see here. So for the Ravelry group, for the cowls, not cowls, the cowls that go around your neck, but the knit-alongs that sound like a cowl that goes around your neck when we Okies say cowl. Cowl. There you go. The KAL, the knit-alongs for the Ravelry group. It's been suggested DK weight because, let's face it, DK and worsted knits up faster than, say, fingering. Ding! I'm going to get a bell. So, I need for you to suggest prizes for the cowls. Yarn, right? Isn't yarn the thing? Yarn is the thing for a prize. But what weight of yarn? How much yarn? A whole sweater's worth of yarn? So if we're going to knit a sweater like the Comfort Fade Cardi, should the prize be a skein of yarn or 9 skeins of yarn? I don't know. I need suggestions. I'm not saying that I'll go exactly with what is suggested because, hey, this little indie dyer shop is small. But I also want to play along and in a fun way. I want you guys to be excited about the prizes. I know that that's motivating to me, and I'm having a hard time keeping my Comfort Fade Cardi going. Oh, I meant to mention that too. It is, so the retreat, the knitting retreat that Andrew Mowry is going to be at is the first week of February, and it is the deepest, darkest desire of my heart to finish that sweater before, so that I can actually have that on when I meet her. Why do I want to wear her pattern when I meet her? I don't know. I just do. I don't know. Is that just me, or is it all knitters everywhere? Then what if she sees a flaw in it? Just remember Patton. I'll be going, General Patton. General Patton. That'll be me out there sweating up a storm in my sweater. Okay. I'm also planning on some smaller knit-alongs that focus on hats, mittens, gifts, and things like that towards the end of 2018. Let's see how many times. Maybe that should be the prize. If you can guess the correct number of ums in this podcast, then you get a prize. Or I'll just start blowing raspberries instead. Okay, I'm going to plug the newsletter, and I'm going to show you the prize this month in the newsletter that's going on. 2 skeins of, this is super squishy worsted, weight 100% merino, 218 yards. There we go. 100 grams in colorway maple. I was wearing the Jane hat by Jane Richmond last time, or I showed it to you anyway. I don't know if I wore it the whole time. And this is the prize for the newsletter. So if you're not part of the newsletter, you need to jump over there and grab a hold of that. Hey, John, what you need?
Mom, can we watch something, please?
Not right now. Go play. I know. You can hear him groaning, can't you? Okay, Mom's moving on. You want to say hi? You can scooch over here.
Hi.
Wait, lean. There you go. Now can you, oh, don't. Okay, go play. You can't make faces.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, here we go again. So my 6-year-old, he said, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Well, I'm recording the podcast." And he said, "So you're basically talking to yourself."
Mom,
Yeah, here. See? Here we are
can I
again.
just 4 cookies?
I love you. Go have the cookies.
Yeah!
Oh, they were the last cookies. That makes it so much better. Here we go. We're almost to the mailbox party part 2. I'm going to recover what I just talked about, the newsletter. If you're not part of the newsletter, jump over there. It's www.bigfootfibers.com/newsletter. You get you get a little PDF download that gives you a great guide to get engaged like a boss. The other thing is you be the first person to know exactly if I open up an update early or whatever. There's just fun things that go on with the newsletter, and I try to only do it. Let me rephrase this. I try to do it at least once a month, but you pretty much won't hear from me more than that. I just have too much going on. So there you go. We are now to the mailbox party part 2. My French is so great. Okay. Last episode 13, the winners. We had winners. Yay, because there were things given away. Those are also posted in the Ravelry group, so you don't have to try to find what minute marker this is at and figure out were you the winner. You can just go to the Ravelry group and find that. Let's see. Angelic Embers, Kida 1984, K-I-D-A 1984, and Elf-like, all won patterns. And then there was a kniterator.com winner, and Tinika Corin is the maker of kniterator.com. And Kniterator is a cool site that allows you to put in basically your gauge and numbers, and it will spit you out. I'm not saying that right, Tinika. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that correctly. I've looked at the site and I've gone through it, but I have not plugged in a pattern yet, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it, and on the spot I'm afraid that I'm going to say it's the wrong thing and mislead you. So go check it out. But there was a winner who won credits towards kniterator.com. So the point to all that being that S.L. Harges is the winner of that, and you can go to the Ravelry group and check that out. Then there was a winner for The Winter is Coming Knit Faster Self-Strapping Sock from BigFoot Fibers, and that there was a winner for that, and that is AOR Journals. She is AOR Journals. Okay, so here we go. Whew! Hopefully the final of the podcast. I'm gonna drive you guys nuts with this. Indie Dyer Avalanche. I wish I had a drum roll. I don't have a drum roll. And no, don't do one. Thank you. That's my 12-year-old. I just know he was going to do a drum roll. We have 6 chances to win. Did I say all the winners from last time? I think I did. 3 patterns and self-strapping sock. Okay, I did that. Woohoo! Whew. My brain backtracked and thought, oh no. Indie Dyer Avalanche. I mentioned last time that I threw it out there. Hey, my podcast is a little bit like the BigFoot Fibers infomercial, and if you don't have a podcast, or you do and you want to throw yarn out for a giveaway, just throw it my way. So I went to the P.O. box and picked up, to the mailbox, literally, the literal mailbox, and picked up 6 packages of indie dyed yarn to give away this time. Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Okay, I'm just so excited for this that I haven't been able to talk this whole podcast. I don't usually say prolifically. Today, whatever. So 6 chances to win. The way that you're going to win this is there will be a thread opened in the Ravelry group that says, I want indie dyed yarn. And you can say, yes, please. You can say whatever you want to. what you would want to knit with it. It's different weights, and that's just the easiest way to do it. I will put that in the random number generator, and it will spit out a number based on however many entries there are, and that is a great easy way to do that. So without further ado, that's the last. There are no more notes. Yay! I can stop fumbling. Here we go. I asked each person when they participated to just answer a few simple basic questions because I did not have time to go through and learn about each person. It's not a huge group that I'm a part of, but still, you know, we're all busy, right? We're gonna start with Yarn Over New York. So if you don't know who this is, you need to go check her out. And I'm gonna read you just a little bit about this. This is, you know what? Yes, this was the first one I reached for, so here we go. She does hand-painted sock blanks. Her name is Jessie. Jessica? Jessie. I'm going to get it wrong. I have a card. I have all kinds of stuff here. Let's do this. Oh, no, I dropped it. It's... Oh. Okay. She is in Harlem, New York, and her name is Jessie. Sorry, Jessie. I know this is... Here we go. Kazansnak. I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn this card around and show you. And her Instagram is Yarn Over New York. She's Yarn Over New York at Gmail, yarnovernewyork.wordpress.com. Here we go. Look at that. There we go. So hip. And what she says is... How long? I asked a few questions. She says, I started dyeing for fun in early 2016 and launched my shop in conjunction with 2 trunk shows at the New York City Yarn Crawl in September of 2016. How fun is that? I now run my business in Harlem, in my Harlem apartment, while also working as a stage manager for dance shows and other performance events. How fun! Oh my word! Her shop is found at www.yarnovernewyork.com. She also has some designs on Ravelry, so you can look her up, and I'm going to show that right here because you saw how well I pronounced her name earlier right here. There we go, and I will post a link to that in the Ravelry group. Her favorite thing to dye or to knit or to gift, she said her favorite thing to knit is socks. She says, I'm hopelessly addicted. I therefore love creating yarn for socks. My sock blanks are my passion, both for their potential to become amazing socks and the beauty of painting on yarn. They bring me such joy. I follow Jessie on Instagram, and that I can tell you that is true. The sock blank that she's sharing is one from what she says is my Love is Love series. I believe that people are like fiber. We must be spun together and knit up as one to be strong. And then she wrote, Happy New Year, Sheila. Love, Jessie. Jessie, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I'm going to save the sock blank for just a half a second because there's this wonderful little, it's a 50-gram I Love New York pink t-shirt Broadway sparkle yarn. Let's see if I can get it to not wash out. It's fingering 4-ply, 78% merino. No, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. 70% merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina. Let's see if we can get this to not wash. Hide. Mrs. Pinkston, get out of the way. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's the light. I'm getting that southern low winter evening light coming in, and it's just washing it out. This is not nearly as light as you think it might be. It is a very lovely dark pink. There's what I mean is it looks white on the camera, and it's not. Okay, and here's Jessie's sock blank. Here we go. I do not want to damage this blank in any way. Can you see that? Is that not fun? Is that not fun? There you go. There we go. I have not handled sock blanks much, and I do not want it to there we go. There. Ta-da! So if you are a fan of sock blanks, you are going to want to not miss the chance to win this beautiful, gorgeous sock blank. Oh, and it is, I think that there was, you know what, I'm not sure what the blend on it is there, but you're going to love it. There you go. I said it, so therefore it must be true. Here we go. Let's move to, I'm going to put this one right here. There we go. Move to the next one. I have one last thing to show you, and I forgot to mention it, but that's okay. Mine can be last. Oh, let's put Jessie's cards over here. And next up in the lineup of Indie Dyer Avalanche is Silkworm Studios. This is, here we go. Did I get that right? I did. This is Rachel Luxembourg, and she says, here we go. Thanks so much for kicking this off. Here's the yarn for one skein of yarn with a note for the winner. I started dyeing in 2017 after being laid off from the corporate world. I love self-employment so much I may never go back. I hear you, sister. Her shop is Silkworm Studios Yarn, all one squishy word. And Etsy's weird when you try to search for things, so I will post a link in the Ravelry group to that. She says her favorite things to dye, I love combining colors in a skein to see how they blend together. Probably my favorite colorway to dye is my Midnight Mermaid because it's a teal and a purple that blend in fun and unpredictable. I inserted a word there, in fun ways. I was just thinking in my head that as a dyer, as she's doing that, I bet it's kind of a little unpredictable, and how fun is that? So probably I should edit that. I'm just not going to. You get to see raw, live, uncut mess ups. So there you go. It's a teal and a purple that blend in fun ways. I bet it is. Her favorite thing to knit. I am not the fastest knitter, so I like smaller projects, usually hats that I can finish quickly. Amen. I tend to have a couple of bigger projects puttering along and switch back and forth between the fast knits and the bigger projects. Yeah, I hear ya. And her favorite thing to gift is the hats mentioned earlier. There you go. So that's Silkworm Studios and Rachel. And here, let's see. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Let's get this out of the way there. There we go. That is the colorway Love Shack. And it is hand-dyed in California. Merino, worsted, 100% superwash, 220 yards and 100 grams. And the squish factor, you guys, the squish factor, this is amazeballs, okay? It's a good thing it's on actual video. Everybody has an actual recording of me saying it's going away. It's going out. No, when I mentioned, hey, if anybody wants to send me yarn for the podcast, I also mentioned, please don't send me personally yarn because I knit so slowly that unfortunately it would never get knit up. I can't even knit my stuff up. So there you go. Next, here we go, is, let's grab this bag. This is so fun. Is this not fun? This is from Zombie Yarns, and she is in Oklahoma, a fellow Okie dyer, although I don't believe she's native to Oklahoma, and I know she just moved here. I met Lorna back in July. We were at the same fiber show. It's called Fiber Christmas in July. It's here in Kellyville, Oklahoma, which is just outside of Tulsa a little bit. So Zombie Yarns, here's the little, this is a little, why can I not talk today? You know what this is. I don't even need to tell you. Isn't it so cute? Look at that. It is the cutest thing ever. Okay, so can you see this postcard? This says Zombie Yarns Road Trip, and it's a yarn club. Starts March 8th this year. And she says, Dear Sheila, thanks for the plug on the podcast. Please give away the skein of yarn and the flyer and the postcard. The Zombie Notions case is a thank you for you to keep. Aw, thank you, Lorna. Now, you may or may not know, and as I keep saying the name Lorna, you may or may not know that this is the Lorna that was behind Lorna's laces. Yes, that Lorna. Okay, this is Lorna Zombie Yarns. Can you see that? Lorna Dies Again. So this is Gutsy Fingering, 51% organic cotton and 51% organic cotton, 49% bamboo, 430 yards, 100 grams, and it is a really soft yarn. The colorway is, whoops, pop that back in there. I'm not sure what the colorway is unless it is, it might be, the colorway might be, I think it's just a number on here. Okay, but let me turn it this way so you can see. I don't want to take it out of that little wrapped up. There we go. Is that not gorgeous? There we go. Okay, and let's read about Lorna. Oh, okay, this is about the Zombie Road Trip. It says that Zombie Yarns is excited to announce our latest subscription yarn club. So there you go. You can go to www.zombieyarns.com and you can sign up for that. So fun stuff, and one of you is going to win that there, this skein of yarn. Fun stuff. Okay, sorry about the packaging rattling, but we have 3 more. Okay, 3 whole more. This package came all the way from Virginia. And let's see. Okay, there we go. This is from Bad Mom Yarns. Is that not the funnest name ever? So she says she's been dyeing. I've been dyeing on and off for 10 years. Just started dyeing full time a year ago, about the same time it sounds like it as me. Her shop is www.badmomyarns.com. That's B-A-A-D. Her favorite thing to knit is shawls. Her shop has luxury yarns with a Celtic twist. Her Instagram is @badmomyarns, and she has a Facebook group, and part of the giveaway is a 15% off coupon that is included in the note she has to include in the package. So there you go. 2 skeins. Let me see if I can turn that upside down. There you go. Is that gorgeous or what? And the squish, oh, the squish is good. This is, let me hold this up, there we go, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is fingering weight, 463 yards, and I'm gonna mispronounce the colorway because I don't do Celtic words very well. I had a professor in college, and that was her, Gaelic was her, like, I don't know, second language or something crazy like that. Gaelic may not be one of those, I don't think it's a living language. I think it's a dead language, but she knew it well enough that she could fluently speak it. It was crazy. Not that Gaelic is crazy, just that would be a language to learn, wouldn't it? I would have a hard time figuring out Gaelic. I have a friend that, there you go. See, blah, 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 blah. This color is, I'm going to turn it around. Hey, the video can do the talking for me. Ta-da! Okay, will it focus? There we go. Bad Mom Yarns, y'all. Or as my 15-year-old would say, Bad Mom Yarns, yo. Isn't that what they do? I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Oh, and here. Let me show you this too. This is her. There we go. Bad Mom Yarns. Find your inner rebel. We're all rebels here, just like we're all mad here. Okay, I'm hurrying, I promise I'm hurrying. 2 more to go. This yarn came all the way from Canada. And this is Ginger Snap. Kim Nelson is the owner and operator. She lives in Calgary, Alberta. And she's on Facebook as Ginger Snap. Instagram is Ginger Snap that one with the letter 1. I mean, number 1. Let me pull this out. Okay, I've got cards. Oh, you are in for a treat here. Let me show you this real fast. There we go. Ta-da. And look at all these little stitch markers. Okay, I'm going to show you the stitch markers first because the yarn is so fun. And oh, there's a little sheep. Oh, and a minion. Okay. I get excited over little things. Sheep number 1, sheep number 2, and a minion. How cute is that? And this is Super Duper Squish-a-Rooney. Okay, that's not the name of it. That was just me. Fingering Luxe. The colorway is Abigail, and I know it's washing out horrible. It's 100% 17 microns superwash merino. Let me tell you, if you don't know what that means, it is anything under 19 microns, I believe, is fine. So 17 microns is either going to be classified as extra fine, and then I think that there's another classification under 15 microns as super fine. I could be wrong, but this is really nice and squishy. So that kind of brings out the Bigfoot beast in me going, oh, I love that yarn. Maybe I need to. So I was visiting with some people saying, hey, I'd really love to have like an apron or something to identify me as the shop owner in some of these shops. What should I get? And one person suggested getting really big, fuzzy, super fuzzy, like Wookiee house shoes, slippers, and that way it would identify me as the owner of Bigfoot Fibers. Okay, here we go. Ginger snap, and oh, that's my, yeah, you don't need to see that. Here we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous stuff. So ginger snap that one on Instagram. Follow her. Follow all of these lovely dyers. One more. Here we go. And this one came from the North Pole. I am not kidding, you guys. I would show this, but I don't know for a return address. Not everybody wants their return address out there, right? Let me see if I can fold this up where you can't necessarily see. This is no joke, guys. North Pole, Alaska. Okay? How fun is that? Okay, I'm going to stop fangirling over this stuff. Yeah, right. No, never. I never will. This is from Arctic Crafts. Okay, let's see here. She is Annalisa of Arctic Crafts. She says, I have been dyeing 6 years, but I opened my own shop almost 3 years ago. My shop is Arctic Crafts on Etsy, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Ravelry, all under the same name. I love all colors, but lately have been drawn to pinks, purples, and reds. I love speckles. My favorite weight to knit with is sock or fingering, and I have been addicted to knitting sweaters the last few months, but also love socks and hats. I learned to crochet first, then dye, and then knit, and I am always trying to learn new techniques. Happy New Year, Annalisa. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. She sent a fingering, and it's called Chocolate and Berries. Let's see. I'm used to having my actual lens for the camera on that side, and it's not. It's on this side. 75%, 25% superwash merino and nylon sock yarn, which is, this is 4-ply, about 100 grams, and it is really, really cute. Is it not? Can you see that? The lighter colors are kind of washing, I'm sorry. And then she sent another one that's called Pink Panther. And it's superwash, 100% superwash, ultra fine. There you go, ultra fine, 19.5 microns. I have all my designations mixed up. I need to get that straight. I'll try to memorize that. And it's Aran weight. So there you go. Let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so you have 6. Count them, 6 chances to win indie dyed yarn, and not just from me. Isn't that fun? So that's fun. Okay, and I'm gonna have to slip one in because I forgot. It's a new colorway shot. You can watch it if you follow me on Instagram. I try to put that stuff out there. I'm gonna give you just a really quick sneak peek. Really quick sneak peek. I'm gonna undo this because I know it's being a light color. It is going to wash. out. Yeah. Okay, it's not even showing up really well. So you can watch Instagram for my new colorway updates, but go and check out each one of these dyers who have so generously thrown out yarn for you so that you could share in the avalanche of indie dyed goodness. And watch next time for the winner, the update of who it is that won. Six of you lovely people are going to win indie dyed yarn. I am trying to sit on my hands and not talk with them and bounce around because, hey, that's, visually distracting. But I am so excited about this. This is just going to be a blast. Okay, no more ums. The umming is done. The podcast is done. You can go back to life as you know it. And, well, hopefully I gave you some comic relief so that you can laugh at me and enjoy me laughing at myself. I don't know. Final one. Let's see. I'm not going to watch this again and count them, so sorry. I have embarrassed myself with the number that there are. Okay. You guys have a great couple of weeks. Be watching for the update next time. Feel free to throw anything in the comments, suggestions for cows and that kind of thing. But really go to the Ravelry group, and that's the best way for me to try to keep up with it. See you next time.